Good morning, Grizzlies fans, and welcome back to Cheyenne for Game 2 of the weekend between Gillette JV and Cheyenne JV. Gillette JV last night with a 2-1 victory over Cheyenne JV. See if they can build on that this morning. Lesher, Davis, and Marty out front to start. Gerler back with Martin. Gerler will come up and take the puck. Into the zone. Shot off a stick and up out of play. Get a new puck and face off for Marty down in the offensive zone. Out towards the net. Lesher shot, and it's in. Quick rip for Lesher. Top shelf, and it's 1-0 Gillette. Goal number 45, Brody Lesher on assist from 17, Gavin Marty. Lesher to the dot, knocks it forward. Picked up by Cheyenne, neutral zone. And they'll dump it in on net. Kick save Martin. Gavin will pick it up across to Davis. Davis near side neutral zone. Cross ice. Bounced into the zone. Picked up by Cheyenne and sent right back out. Martin will pick it up in the neutral zone. He'll go back to Gerler. Gerler lifts it in the air. Bouncing through the neutral zone. Picked up by Cheyenne. And Cheyenne back out to neutral ice. Pass picked up by Kimbley. He'll throw it across the neutral zone. Cheyenne far boards. Sent into the Gillette zone. Rolls down to the corner. Martin back to get it. He'll come across behind the net and send it around far boards. Picked up neutral zone by Cheyenne. Bear crashing in, knocks it up in the air. Stays in the neutral zone. Cheyenne up the boards and rolls in. Weakly sticked aside from the net by Martin. Gerler out of the corner. He'll work up the middle. Gerler in, drops it out in front of Bear on the far side. Rolls to the corner, and Bear down to pick it back up. Lost an edge. Gerler behind the net. Back out front, Kimbley over to Koloski. Shot rolls through the crease wide. Back out front, Kimbley. Kimbley shot, bouncing up in the air. Koloski crashing. Loose puck and whistle blows. They'll call it dead. Kimbley and Koloski right down in the crease had a good chance, but whistle dead will get a face-off in the offensive zone. Shermer in to take the draw. Zabrowski and Scribner on the wings. Shell far side. It'll bounce back out to neutral ice. Shell back to get it. He'll work down the boards, backhand it out. Get a little interfered with, but he'll get it to Zabrowski. Zabrowski over to Scribner in the middle. A little behind, broken up. Shermer in to pick it up. Shermer, far boards. He'll dump it in. Rolls down to the corner. And behind the net for Cheyenne. Pass out front, picked up by Zabrowski out in front, middle shot, Shell, and it's in! Grizzlies goal number 25, Corbin Shell on assist from 91, Titan Zabrowski. 2-0 Gillette. Back out for a face-off at the center dot, Shermer. Knocked back to Bora near side. He'll bounce it up the boards. And kicks back to Cheyenne into the zone. Scribner back to break it up. Cheyenne will get it back. Shot blocked. Bora knocks it to the corner. Bora will dig it and send it across. Shell behind the net. Shell working through. Shell and Bora working down low. Or Shermer down low. Wrap around. Martin's there. Shot through traffic, blocked. And Shell will knock it back to the point. Cheyenne dumps it. Bora behind the net. Bora working up near side. Shot from the point, and that'll kick in. Cheyenne's on the board. Marty, Lesher, and Davis back out front. Marty will take the draw. Gerler back with Martin. Off the face-off, Davis trying to bang it forward, and it'll roll back into the Gillette zone. Martin, far corner. Chip it up the glass, and Lesher knocks it forward. Bounce into the zone, shot. Martin with a save, kicks back out to Lesher at the top of the zone, and he'll skate out. Lesher in, rolls to the corner. Lesher will come up with the puck, pass across the front, nothing there. Bounces back out to Cheyenne up the boards to the point. Davis knocks it back in. Back to Gerler at the point. Held into the zone. Cheyenne trying to dig it out, and they'll get it back out to neutral ice. Lesher at the blue, picks it up, offside. Neutral zone, near dot face-off for Lesher. Cheyenne comes out with it. They'll get across neutral ice. Far boards poked away by Martin. Cheyenne back to get it. Lesher banging him off the puck. And Cheyenne passes forward, poked away by Marty, and back, nope, to the point, but not out of the zone. Davis will battle it back out. And thrown back into the far corner by Cheyenne. Martin back to get it. Martin across to Gerler. Gerler rolls around the far boards to Marty, out to Martin, and Martin will work up. Through the neutral zone, drop pass over to Lesher. Lesher, shot, a little wide. Picked up by Cheyenne, Lesher there, and they'll roll it around the far corner. Kept in the zone, knocked down to the corner by Kimbley. Kimbley working down below the net. Trying to pass it back out front, bounced off of Cheyenne. And they'll get back, nope, kept in the zone. Marty back to Gerler, Gerler down the boards. Gerler working down to the corner. Kimbley, turn. Got the puck, couldn't get the shot off. Back to Shell at the point, he'll dump it down low to Gerler. Gerler in the corner, back to Shell at the near point. Shell, shot, bouncing through, loose and glove. Kimbley, Bear, and Koloski out front. Kimbley off the draw, rolls behind the net. Bear chasing it around, gets it back to Koloski, backhand shot, a little wide. Kimbley and Koloski in the corner. Kimbley back to the point, picked up by Shell, top of the zone, mouths off a skate, and down to the far corner for Bear. Bear working across behind the net, pass out front, rolls past everybody. Shell back to get it. He'll bounce it up the boards, picked up by Cheyenne, and they'll work down. Pass across the front, no shot. Martin kick save, and he'll get it covered up. Over 12 minutes left in the first period, 2-1 Gillette. Back to the point, shots knocked away by Scribner, rolls down below the net. Shell will pick it up in the far corner, he'll go up glass to Stace-Call, ahead to the neutral zone, picked back up by Cheyenne. Cheyenne will circle back in on the near side. Shot, Martin with a save. Shermer to the dot in the D zone. Kicks it to the side. And Shermer will get it back out to the boards. Working forward and ahead. Out to Scribner. Scribner into the Cheyenne zone. Bounce down to the corner. Sent back out to the boards by Cheyenne. It'll roll back behind. Cheyenne will try the far side. Up the boards. Knocked back in by Martin. And Cheyenne will get it back. Martin breaks it up. Cheyenne gets it back in the neutral zone. They'll dump it back to Gerler. Gerler ahead to Stayscall. Stayscall up the far boards. He'll work in across to Scribner. Scribner poked on net, knocked away. Scribner working down low. He'll send it around the boards. That's why. Back to Gerler across the top of the zone. Stayscall. Knocked loose. Back to Gerler at the point. Cheyenne's going to get back out with it. Gerler will take it away in the neutral zone. He'll wait for the clear and take it in. Gerler, top of the zone, shot. Bouncing loose in front of the net. Nothing there. Nobody knew where it was, and Cheyenne will get the clear. Cheyenne into the zone. Poked away by Martin. Picked up by Gerler. Gerler ahead to Scribner far side. He'll take it in. Rode down to the boards. He gets knocked off the puck. Kimbley knocks it behind the net. Thrown deep by Cheyenne. That'll be an icing. Scribner got blown up down in the zone, and after the play, he's going to get sent into the box. Penalty kill for Gillette. Lesher and Davis out front. Bora back with Shell. Lesher knocks it forward down below the net. He'll go pick it up. Pass out front. Nobody there. Davis sends it forward. Knocked around, and Lesher picks it up in the corner. He'll send it across the crease. Nothing. Back to Bora at the near point. Bora working down the boards. Thrown clear. That'll be an icing. Marty will take the face-off this time with Barrett forward. Bora back with Shell. Cheyenne out of the zone with it. They'll get out to neutral ice. Thrown in deep. Rolls below the goal line. Picked up by Shell. He'll circle behind the net. Pass out's broken up by Cheyenne in the corner. Shell still on it. Cheyenne working across behind the net. Shell knocks it back into the corner. Still working. He'll send it up the boards. Bounces out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Marty. Marty in. Knocked away. Kicks loose. About a minute left on the kill. Bora with the takeaway. Cheyenne gets it back, and shot is in. Cheyenne will score on the power play to tie it up. And then after the fact, a penalty. And then an unsportsmanlike following that, headed into the box. They've got two guys in the box. Three skaters on the ice for Cheyenne. Board doesn't show anything just yet. We got a 2-minute penalty up on the board on Cheyenne. Not sure if they called a 2 and a 10 and then an unsportsmanlike, or if they had two separate penalties. But they've got two guys in the box. Kimbley to the dot. 5-on-3 advantage for Gillette. Knocked forward. Cheyenne will pick it up at their blue. And dump back to Gerler in the neutral zone. Gerler across. Martin ahead to Koloski. Koloski will take it in. Drop pass back to Martin. Rolls down to the corner. And Martin following it down. Drops it back. Over to Kimbley. Kimbley will circle at the far point. Across to Gerler, top of the zone. Gerler turns. Shot. Bounced up high. High stick. And face off back down in the Gillette zone. Penalties on Cheyenne were a 2-minute and a 4-minute penalty. So we'll go 5-on-3 for a minute and a half, and then we'll have 2 more minutes of power play. Down the D zone, Kimbley, nope. Whistled as the puck drops. So we'll do it over. Kimbley to the dot. Koloski and Bear on his wings. Gerler and Martin back. Martin send it across. Bear on the near side. He'll dump it back out of the zone. Rolls past Cheyenne. Kimbley chasing all the way down. And dumped into the corner. Cheyenne back up to the point. Picked up by Gerler. He'll fire. Blocker save. Down into the corner. Back to Bear. Near point. He'll shoot one. Gloved by Cheyenne. Davis, Lesher, and Marty out front. Gerler back with Martin. Marty on net off of the draw. Covered up. We'll do it again. Face off for Marty. Tied up on the dot. Bounce back to Gerler. Across to Martin. Martin will take a look. Shot knocked wide. Out of the corner. Back to the point for Gerler. He'll shoot. Blocked shot. Bounces down below the goal line. Picked up by Cheyenne. Back out to Marty. Back to Gerler. Gerler down the boards to Davis. Davis across. Martin far side. 30 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Over to Gerler. Shot just wide. Davis, or Lesher battling behind the net. He'll come out with it. Tries to get it to Davis down in the corner. Back to Lesher. Pass across the front. Nothing there. Marty circles back. Drops for Martin at the point. Across. Davis near side. Rip it, rip it. Davis shot. Glove. Shermer on to take the draw. Scribner on the wing with... that'll bounce back clear. Bora chasing. And Cheyenne gets a guy back. Picked up by Shell behind the net. He'll come out far side. Shell working up to the blue line. And he'll take it into the zone. Shot blocked. Bounces across the blue to the far side. Rolled in deep below the goal. Cheyenne picks it up in the corner. They'll bounce glass back out clear. Minute and a half left on the power play for Gillette. Scribner back to get it behind the goal. Pass broken up. Bounces back to Shell on the near boards. Shell, cross ice, bounce off the far board. Stays Cal chasing it. And Cheyenne sends it back out to neutral ice. Bora. Bora gets it back. He'll bounce it ahead. Bora nope, won't. Bora let it roll back to Scribner and over to Shell. Shell up the near boards. Little move to get up to the blue line, and we're going to be offside. Kimbley out to the dot with Barrett Koloski on his wings. Gerler back with Martin. Knocked into the Cheyenne zone. It'll roll down the far boards. Bear into challenge. They'll throw it back up to the point. Kimbley got a glove on it, but Cheyenne will send it clear. Back to Martin. Martin ahead. That'll roll back to Cheyenne in their zone. Koloski flying in, but Cheyenne will send it clear. Picked up by Gerler at the blue line, and he'll skate forward into the Cheyenne zone. Gerler working down to the net, poked away to the corner. He'll drop it back to Kimbley. Kimbley far boards, down to the corner. He'll try to get across to the middle. Shot, knocked down. Rebound by Koloski, knocked away. Bear back up to Martin at the point. Shot, gloved. Now what? And another penalty called on Cheyenne. High sticking, 2 minutes. Back to 5-on-3 for 17 seconds, and then we'll have 2 minutes. Marty to the dot. Thrown behind the net. Lesher will go pick it up. He'll send it around the boards. Back to Martin at the far point. Martin across to Gerler near side. Gerler looking down. He'll work in. Shot. Glove. Another face-off for Marty. And Cheyenne will get a guy back. Rolls out in front of the net and sent clear. Wide of the net. Martin will bounce it out in front. Gerler back to break it up. Gerler over to Davis near side. Davis looking across. Marty into the zone on the far boards. Bounces loose and poked away down below the net. Back to Davis near side. Minute 20 left on the power play. Cheyenne around behind the net. They'll send it back to the point. Martin, it'll get out of the zone. Martin will wait for the clear across to Davis near side. Will get clear. Davis back across. Bounced off the boards. Lesher will pick it up and take it in. Lesher on net, sticked away. Davis digs it out of the corner. Rolls back and sent up the boards by Cheyenne. Gerler at the point. And he'll work down the boards. Gerler down to the corner. Poked away by Cheyenne, and they will lift it clear. Davis gets a stick on it. He'll go chase it down. Davis back to the near corner. Bounce up boards ahead to Cheyenne. Lesher chasing them back into their own zone. Pass picked up by Marty. He'll send it on. Net out in front. Lesher shot. Goal! Lesher with his second of the period. It's 3-2 Gillette. Shermer to the center dot. Scribner and stays call on his wings. Back to Cheyenne off the draw. Wills come in near side, picked up by Bora. He'll send it across. Cheyenne right there to pick it off. Poked away by Shell, back to Bora, and he'll knock it forward to Stays call. Stays call out of the zone. He'll work up the boards, pass across the middle. Bounces back to Shermer. Cheyenne with a takeaway, and they'll lift it high and wide. Bounces back out of the corner for Bora. Up the boards, back to the far point. Cheyenne dumps it back down to the corner. It'll roll behind the net. Cheyenne's going to get there. Pass out in front, broken up. Picked up by Shermer. Cheyenne takes it away and takes it to the corner. Back up boards, broken up through the middle. Stays call far side, and he'll send it clear. Scribner chasing. Back to Stays call. And Shermer will knock it forward. Shermer bounces it up ahead into the zone, picks it back up. Back out to the neutral zone for a face-off. Kimbley to the dot. Knocks it forward. It'll roll back in the Cheyenne zone. Bear chasing in. Cheyenne will send it back clear. Rolls deep. Picked up by Shell. Shell off the glass, and that'll roll back through Cheyenne's legs. No icing. Koloski chasing back behind the net. He'll knock it loose. Rolls to the far corner. Knocked down by Kimbley. Pass picked off by Shell. Still in the zone. Bear sends it forward. Cheyenne picks it back up. Bora up the boards. Cheyenne sends it back in. Bora knocks it loose. Cheyenne will get it back at the blue line. Shot blocked by Bora. And Kimbley knocks it to the point. Bear will get it back out. Pass it up. Bear working up the far side into the zone. Thrown across into the near corner. Cheyenne sending it back through the middle. And they'll get out to neutral ice. Bora chasing. Cheyenne pass across the middle. Broken up by Bear. And knocked to the corner. Shell will send it up the glass. And it'll get out of the zone. Dump back in offsides by Cheyenne. Shell back to get it. Shell near corner. Under 2 left in the first. Shell ahead out in front of Bear. Picked up by Cheyenne. Bear will knock it loose. Koloski sends it into the zone. And Cheyenne sends it back out. Picked up by Kimbley. Across to Shell. Shell near side up the boards. Bear dumps it in. Rolls down below the goal line. Cheyenne. Koloski down there to knock it loose. Koloski knocks it away again. Cheyenne gets it back again. They'll come out near side. Pass across the zone. Bouncing out to neutral ice. Minute 20 left in the period. Dumped back to the near side. Picked up by Shell. Shell look across the ice. Picked off by Cheyenne. They'll skate it in at the far point. Lesher taking him down to the corner. Shell knocks it loose. And pass across the slot broken up. Off of 1 minute remaining in the first period. 3-2 lead for Gillette. We'll get a face-off down in the D zone. Looks like Lesher will take the draw. Marty and Davis on his wings. Gerler back with Martin. Oh, Marty on the dot. Kicks forward to Lesher. Lesher up out of the zone. Poked away. He'll get it back. Lesher knocks it forward into the zone. Sends it wide of the net. Rolls to the far corner. Cheyenne picks it up against the boards. Cheyenne will get back out. Poked away by Martin. And Cheyenne gets it back at the boards. Thrown into the near corner. Gerler back to get it. 30 seconds left on the period. Gerler still in the corner. Cheyenne takeaway. It'll roll to the near corner. Cheyenne pass across the middle. Covered up by Martin. Near dot face-off for Marty in the D zone. Sent across, picked up by Lesher to head to Davis. Bounces out of the zone. Lesher working at the blue line. He'll get up the boards with it. Lesher into the Cheyenne zone. All the way down to the corner. Circles behind the net. Still on it. Pass across the front. And there's the buzzer. End of the first period, 3-2 Gillette. Shermer, Scribner, and Zabrowski out front to open the second. Bora back with Shell. Shermer to the dot. Knock forward. Zabrowski poking it ahead. And Shermer will knock it into the zone. Rolls down to the far corner. Shermer will pick it up below the goal line. Pass out front, Zabrowski. Nothing there. Thrown around the boards by Cheyenne. Bora up to get it. He'll take it down to the corner. Knock back to the point for Scribner. Scribner will turn. And knocked loose. Cheyenne. Bora on the back check. He'll break that up. Back to Shell and bounced up out of the zone. Over Cheyenne's stick. Icing called off. Shermer back to pressure. Sent up the boards. Scribner forward. Bouncing back. Bora keeps it in the zone. And out to Cheyenne. He'll get loose. Knocked off the puck. Poke back away. Cheyenne gets it back. Pass across. Taken away again by Zabrowski. Oh, that's a... Back up top. Scribner picks it up. And he'll work out to neutral ice. Bounced off the backboards and rolls behind the net. Cheyenne across to the near corner. Lifts the pass out to neutral ice, right to Martin. He'll send it up to Bear. Bear knocks it into the zone. Cheyenne pass across. Kicks back to Shell. Shell near side, up the boards and in. Rolls deep. Bear knocks down, well, it'll roll past to the corner. Back to the point. Kimbley and Martin both there. Martin will send it back deep. Cheyenne picks it up behind the net. Pass out the far boards. Bear sends it back down to Koloski. Koloski pass across the middle, nobody there. Poked away. Kimbley still on it. He'll get it back. And Kimbley in the near boards. Move through the feet, broken up. Gets it across to Koloski. And lifted clear by Cheyenne. On net, kick save. Pass ahead, wide open zone. Koloski in. Drops for Bear. Still loose in the middle. And Koloski will bury the rebound. Grizzlies goal number 7, Lane Koloski on assist from 30, Jake Bear. 4-2 Gillette. Kimbley to the dot. He'll work it forward. And Cheyenne sends it back clear. Bounced out to neutral ice. Back to Martin. He'll go across the middle to Koloski. Koloski knocks it in. And Cheyenne sends it back clear. Over to Gerler. Gerler, far side. Bounces up the boards ahead to Koloski. Koloski takes it in the far boards. Shot from there and gloved. Marty to the dot. Lesher and Davis on his wing. Shell back to Bora. On net and stick to side. Rolls the near boards. Shell will stop it and knock it back down to the corner. Cheyenne picks it up behind the net. Bounced out far boards. Bora. Bora and Marty working on the boards. It'll kick back off sides. Back out of the zone. Picked back up by Marty and chipped in. Wide of the net. Cheyenne sends it around. Davis into the corner to take it away. Pass across to Lesher in the front. Bounce back out all the way to Bora at the point. He'll lift a shot and gloved. Marty back to the dot. Shot wide of the net, rolls behind. Lesher there. Digging down low. Marty will take it. Nope. Gotten back by Cheyenne. Lesher behind. Cheyenne rolls it out and sends it clear. That'll be an icing on Cheyenne. And they'll call it off as it crosses the goal line. Shell back in the corner. Long pass up to Lesher near boards. Lesher, he'll circle in on the far side. Shot, gloved, loose out in front. Picked up by Cheyenne. Take to the corner. Knocked loose by Marty, and Lesher will send it back below the net. Cheyenne picks it up. Back around to the near corner. Bora down the boards for it. He'll pick it up around the corner. To the far side. Davis in the far corner. He'll send it back behind the net. Cheyenne out near side. Bora holds the zone, and it'll poke loose. Shell racing back. And they'll dump it into the far corner for Lesher. Ahead to Davis. Davis dumps into the near corner. And that's an icing. Shermer, Scribner, and Zabrowski out front. Over to Gerler, far boards. He'll chip it up out of the zone. And it's Zabrowski. Bounces back to Gerler. He'll knock it back to Zabrowski. Zabrowski into the zone far side. Poked away from behind. Zabrowski circles back to it. Scribner through the middle. Broken up. Puck rolls to the corner. Scribner takes it away. He'll bounce back the boards. And Cheyenne sends it clear. Gerler back to get it. And they will call this icing. Face off for Shermer down in the offensive zone. 13-13 left in the second. Cheyenne sends it clear. Poked away by Martin. Ahead by Gerler, but Cheyenne will get it back. And they'll take it in from the neutral zone. Taken away by Gerler. They'll bounce it behind the net across to Martin. Martin near corner. Dumps it behind. Scribner. No, Cheyenne gets it back below the net. Martin trying to knock it loose. He'll shove him off the puck. Cheyenne picks it back up. Try to go around the far side. Broken up by Shermer. Shermer will send it around. Martin in the near corner. And we got a whistle down there. Penalty on Cheyenne. High sticking called down in the corner on Cheyenne, so we'll go back on the power play. 12:39 remaining first period. Kimbley to the dot near side of the offensive zone. He'll send it over to Koloski, back to Bora. Bora across the blue line. And Shell will send it deep. We'll get clear. Cheyenne behind their own net. Koloski pokes it away into the corner. Koloski takeaway, pass out. Nope, doesn't quite get to the front of the net. And there's going to be a tripping down there. They're reaching for the puck. There's going to be a tripping on Gillette as soon as we touch it.
Good try, KJ. Awesome.
Face off down in the D zone, even strength 4-on-4 for about 1:30, and then we'll go on the penalty kill. Kimbley takeaway against the boards. Knock it back down below the net and around the corner. Koloski, Kimbley into the corner. Puck comes loose to the far point for Cheyenne. Shot blocked by Bora, and it'll go high and wide into the near corner. Shoveled clear, even strength. Icing should be called. Zone face-off, knocked to the side. Bora will pick it up against the boards. He'll work around behind the net, bounce off the boards up ahead to Koloski and knocked out of the zone. Chasing forward is Kimbley. And he'll pick it up on the far boards down to the corner. Kimbley turns in the corner. Across the crease. Koloski's shot kicked away. Back to Bora. Bora, shot across the crease and wide. Gets to the near boards. Picked up by Kimbley. Knocked away by Cheyenne. Back to Bora. He'll bounce it forward. Bora bounces down the boards to Koloski in the far corner. Koloski working out to the front. Missed shot. Back to Shell. He'll shoot. And just goes over the net. Bounce back ahead by Cheyenne, and they'll take off. Shell back to D. And drives him to the corner. Cheyenne behind the net, still got the puck. Bounce through the middle. And Martin with a save. Loose puck out in front. And we'll have 23 seconds of penalty kill. Cheyenne's back to full strength. Martin covers. Get a face off down in the defensive zone. .10:34 remaining second period, 19 seconds left on the PK. Marty, Lesher, Martin, and Gerler out. Marty will take the face-off near D zone. Gerler knocks it back into the corner, and it'll roll behind the net. Oh, sorry, that was Martin. Gerler will send it back around to the near side, and it'll get out to neutral ice. Cheyenne circles behind their net. Marty pokes it away, rolls behind the net. Cheyenne will try near side, poked away again. Back to Martin. Slashing and a roughing offsetting penalties called. Gavin Marty will go to the box. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. Back to 5-on-5. 10:07 remaining second period. Bear will take the face-off. Kicks it back, and Davis knocks it clean. He'll get out to neutral ice. Pass ahead to Bear. Bear in the near side. Pass across, looking for Lesher. Lesher rips a shot, a little wide, kicks into the corner. Cheyenne picks it up. Davis will knock him off the puck and send it back down to the corner. Up the boards, back to Martin. Martin shot. Well, now we got a whistle. Interference called on Lesher. So we'll go on the penalty kill. 9:43 left second period. Lesher headed into the box for two. We'll go Bear and Davis out front. Martin and Gerler back. Face off down the D zone. Bear will take the draw. Bear at the dot. Bouncing through the middle and knocked back out of the zone. Cheyenne picks it up at the center line, and they'll throw it in. Back to Gerler. He'll circle behind the net. Comes out near side, bounces up the boards. It'll make it to the point. Cheyenne keeps it in. Shots wide of the net, and it rolls out to the near side. Martin at the boards. Back down low. Sent up to the top of the zone, kept in by Cheyenne. They'll send it down to the far corner. Back up top, Davis picks it off. Davis will get a handle on it. He'll send it forward, deep into the zone. Foot race to the puck. Bear will get down there. Behind the net, pass out front, broken up. Bear still on it in the corner. And thrown clear. Davis picks it up neutral ice. Minute 5 left to kill. Davis across to Martin. Martin back to Gerler. Gerler lifts it clear. Picked off neutral zone. Cheyenne will send it back to the far boards. Pass across at the blue line, and they're in. Taken away by Gerler. Gerler skating up to neutral ice. Cheyenne sends it back through Cheyenne into the zone. Pass across near side's behind. They'll pick it up at the boards. Thrown across the middle, and Davis knocks it clear.
Skate, boys, skate.
Bully will play it out front. Circles behind. Cheyenne sends it up to the blue line. Pass bounces loose, and Bear will dump it in. Another clear. 20 seconds to kill. Goalie plays it behind. Cheyenne will come back to pick it up. Pass up to the blue line. Bounces off a stick, and Davis will fire it clear. 10 seconds to kill. Cheyenne in the corner. They'll send it around far side. We're back to 5-on-5. Dump back to Gerler. Gerler up boards to neutral ice. And ahead to Koloski into the zone. Koloski backhand, shot, bounces loose. Bear backhand across the crease, nothing. Kimbley shots wide. Cheyenne back out. They'll come in the near side, poked away by Martin. Martin will knock it back out to net center ice. Picked up by Kimbley. Kimbley sends it in. Cheyenne will pick it up down on the far corner. Sent up the boards. Bear sends it back deep, or Boris sends it back deep. Battle down against the boards. Puck comes out. Down to Koloski in the corner. Across the middle looking for Kimbley. Got a stick tied up. Martin will send it around. Bear back to Bora far side. Thrown across the zone. And Kimbley will come pick it up near side. We got a delayed penalty on Cheyenne. Puck rolls deep. Icing not called. Cheyenne will go back and touch it. What are we? No penalty. Phoenix skated all the way back to the net. Puck bounces back loose to Bear. Bear into the zone on the break. Move, shot, and glove. Face off in the offensive zone for Shermer. He'll kick it to the sideboards. Bora and Sabrowski's got it tied up. Out to Bora. Bora across. Pass picked up by Shell. He'll work in. Shot deflected and wide. Bounces behind the net for Cheyenne. They'll send it back up the board. Shell will hold the line. Back deep. Cheyenne sends it back out right in front. Shot knocked away. Kimbley with a shot. And a blocker save. And we got a penalty on Cheyenne. Tripping down behind the net. Lesher, Marty, and Davis out front. Lesher will take the face-off. Bora back. And Marty will send it behind the net. Bora back with Shell. Bounced around Cheyenne behind the net. And sent clear. And that'll roll the length. Davis back to pick it up behind the net. Davis taking a look. He'll work up near side of the zone. Sends it out. And he'll get it back. Davis working in, pass across, trying to drop it in front of Shell. Shell down in the corner. Cheyenne knocks it loose. Shell back across the front, just out of Davis's reach. And Cheyenne will bounce it clear. Sent back deep. Martin will send it behind the net. Lesher back to pick it up. Lesher will come up near side. Ahead to Marty. Marty into the zone. Sent back to Lesher. Broken up in the corner. Lesher back out front. There's Shell. Shot, knocked off a stick. Bounced back out in front again. Picked up by Kimbley. He'll fire and glove. Kimbley to the near dot in the offensive zone. He'll send it back to Martin. Martin shot just over. Bounces back to Gerler far side. He'll take it down to the corner. And Cheyenne, nope, Gerler's still there. Cheyenne will send it back. Koloski shot, tip. Whoa! Kimbley will circle back in the neutral zone. We got a delayed penalty on Cheyenne. Martin off. And loose puck. That'll get touched. Interference called on Cheyenne. So we'll go 5-on-3 for about 23 seconds. Kimbley will take the face-off. Koloski and Bear on his wings. Gerler back with Martin. Kimbley to the dot. Wins it back. Gerler turns, shot wide. Bounces off the backboards. Martin will go get it far point. Trying to go across to Gerler. Back down low. Broken up. Back to Gerler. He'll fire. And glove. Near dot face-off. Oh. No, we'll go to the far dot. Kimbley will take the draw again. Bear against the boards on his left. Koloski in front of the net on his right. Kimbley over the dot. Sent back to Martin, top of the zone. Shot, gloved. We'll try the near dot this time. Kimbley back to the dot. Knocked forward and out in front. Kimbley hooked up, can't get the shot off. Martin picks it up, sends it in front. Cheyenne gets a guy back. Bear out of the far corner. Pass across, backdoor. Kimbley just bounces over his stick. Kimbley gets it back. Kimbley down in the corner. He'll send it around to Martin. Martin dump back down the boards. It'll roll behind the net. Bear pass out in front. Koloski backhand across the crease wide. Kimbley down in the corner. Cheyenne will come up with it, and they will ice it. On net, kicked aside by Martin. We'll pick it up in the corner. About 1:05 left on the power play. Around to Martin in the far corner. Martin across, near side to Koloski. Koloski across the neutral zone. And Kimbley in. Kimbley down to the corner. Drops it back up the boards. Bear there. Cheyenne will hang on to the puck. Bounce back to Martin. Martin from the point. Shot over the net. Rolls into the near corner. Kimbley will pick it up. Tied up. Cheyenne gets it back. And they'll send it clear. Touched up by Martin. Rolls back deep. 30 seconds left of power play. Martin back to get the puck. He'll send it forward. Cheyenne there in the zone. They will pick up the loose puck. Working around, shot, Martin with a save. Back around to the near corner. Lesher's gonna go get it. Ahead to Gerler. Gerler through the middle to Marty. Marty into the zone. Shot, knocked back down. And Cheyenne back out to neutral ice. They'll take it across the blue and in. Lost the handle, send it on net, kick save Martin. Thrown through the middle, broken up by Martin. Cheyenne will get it back in the zone. Lift a shot, Martin with a save, and Gerler will ice it. Marty face off in the D zone, gets it to the sideboards. And chipped ahead, still in the zone, and will knock it clear. Lesher picks it up center ice. Lesher down across the blue and in. Backhand across the middle, broken up. And Cheyenne will come up with it. Send it around the corner, far side. Marty picks it off. Marty working down to the corner, gets it back. Pass across, nothing in the middle. And Bora will grab it in the neutral zone, back across to Lesher. Lesher back into the zone. Cheyenne sends it back clear. Bora will hold it up in the neutral zone. And Cheyenne gets it back in the zone, poked away by Davis. Davis will knock it forward, ties him up. And Marty up out of the zone with it. Cheyenne back through neutral ice. Dumps it in near side. Around behind the net, pass out in front. Shot, Martin with the save. Seconds left, second period. D-zone face-off. Knocked back to Cheyenne. We'll get it out of the zone. Bora riding it out. Back into the Cheyenne zone. Bora still pressuring. Sent up the boards on the far side. Cheyenne gets out with it. Kimbley back, lost the edge, still in the way. Cheyenne working across, shots wide. It'll roll back to the point. They'll keep it in. Poke loose by Shell. Shell driving the near boards. Down behind the net. 15 seconds left in the period. Back out to neutral ice. Picked up by Bora. Across. Zabrowski's going to take it in. He gets hooked up. Nothing there. Gets it back. Zabrowski shot wide of the net. Bounces the near corner, and that'll do it for the second. 2 periods in the books. Gillette up 4-2. We'll get a Zam break here and be back in about 20 minutes for the third period.